If you consider yourself to be a starseed, light worker, earth angel, yada yada, one of those titles, I'm going to share with you a story, and by the end of it, you can ask yourself if this resonates with you. I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting lately, and in the last 4 years, I've had a lot of crazy shit happen in my life. I let it get to me, from realize, you know, from realizing the people that I thought were on my side for 10 years were actually sending me death spells and going to great lengths to try to have me taken out of this place, and having arsenic put in my drink, and just having people that I trusted betray me, and yada yada, right? But I let it get to me, and I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting. And if you're new to my channel, in 2014 I attempted to take my life, and Archangel Michael appeared, and in 2020 I was going through this divorce right after I felt like I got on my feet after healing for like 6 years. I'm like, fresh air. And then it was like, oh no, actually, girls' night out, your 22-year long relationship and marriage is over, and you're gonna sell your house and move in with your old man at the age of 40, right? Every guy's dream. And things were a little stressful as I realized my job was no longer capable of supporting me with child support payments, and my son was getting dropped off crying about how he didn't appreciate the new man in my ex-wife's life. And I was really not too pleased to be alive at that time. I actually didn't want to be alive more than in 2014, when I actually attempted to leave, but Archangel Michael showed me that that was no longer an option. So I just took out all my frustration on the boys upstairs. But one thing that happened to me after having the soul of Jesus pay me a visit when I was having a shower is I started to have all these memories come back to me. When individual as loving as Jesus' soul comes to you, it kind of evaporates all the negativity around you, and you see things clearly. Fireworks in the background for confirmation. But I started to, like, all of a sudden, I just started having memories of being a soul floating around the universe, talking to angels before, even incarnating in past lives and all this stuff. And one of the reasons why I decided to come here in the first place was actually because I seen all these people on this negative cycle on planet Earth, and they were just stuck in this loop, and it was like they were never evolving. And when you pass away from this life, you have a different perspective than you do when you're down here. A lot of people that are fairly negative, when they pass over, they're like, shit, I wish I would have evolved a little bit, right? And so the more compassionate part of me decided to incarnate here, despite some controversy with my guides, but that's a whole nother video. But the end result was I came here to help certain individuals that were stuck in a negative cycle, right? And more recently, I've let all this shit that's been happening to me get to me, like get me angry, right? And I started thinking about why I came here in the first place, and it was because I wanted to help these people. And I was like, well, okay, well, and I kind of forgot about that, right? So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, this interesting thing is about most of the people that have really double-crossed me in my life. It's interesting because at some point, I actually really like them. That's like all the people that have fucked me over, I can actually write a list of positive qualities that I like in them. And so I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to make videos, then it's going to be to help individuals and not let my anger get the best of me. That's how I'm feeling right now. 3 days down the road, that may change, but that's where we're at right now. So I just wanted to say to anyone that is, turning their back on God, let's just say, or maybe you don't believe in God, but you're extremely angry. The beautiful thing is that hell doesn't care if you believe in it or not. You can still go there, right? And my message to anyone that's turned their back on God, or just finds themselves, let's say you're an atheist and you're just self-aware and you're like, fuck the world, fuck this, fuck that, right? if you carry a lot of anger and rage in yourself and you're just self-aware, you know, there is an afterlife. You know, for most of my life, I was scared to say the word Jesus out loud. And for 9 months after Archangel Michael appeared in my garage right before I was about to start my car, I didn't tell anyone because this shit was crazy to me. Like, I was embarrassed to say the word Jesus out loud for most of my life, even though I had an intimate relationship with him. I always talked to him, prayed to him every night. Expressing the Jesus out loud to other people was just bizarre to me. And you know, unless you've had crazy experiences, you might believe, or you might think you believe, or you might think you know, or you whatever. I've had experiences where I don't believe, I know. Okay, I know there's an afterlife. And that's why I don't care about talking about it anymore. Because if you don't believe it, if you think that someone saying an angel appeared to him is crazy, then you can go ahead and believe that. But you're going to find out in the afterlife. Okay, I've had a fallen angel attached to me for 18 hours, and I got to experience what hell felt like. And I got images flashing in my mind. And, you know, anytime something happens in this 3D reality, I just remind myself that there truly isn't anything going out of your way to screw yourself over in the afterlife. So it's just some things to think about. So if you consider yourself to be a light worker, starseed, earth angel, just remember that all the people that have harmed you in your life, these are actually the people you came here to help. So try to find that compassion within and understand that, you know, most souls came in here being good. Only hurt people hurt people. Finding compassion as a light worker, I think, is fundamental. It'll not only help heal you, but it'll help hold space for those that are trying to heal. And despite the fact that these little gremlins have been biting our ankles the whole time we've been trying to feed them, we have to be more compassionate as light workers. That's my opinion anyways. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.